Greetings, good people. Greetings. Okay, so I want to talk about this lawsuit that is getting ready to be fired off at Bravo. Also, there's supposed to be this investigation. Vanity Fair is supposed to be releasing like some sort of investigation expose into the Real Housewives franchise. It's just a whole lot going on. As far as the lawsuit, Phaedra is allegedly involved. Brandi Glanville is allegedly involved. It's just a whole lot going on. Okay, you guys know that Bethany Frankel recently sat down with NeNe Leakes. They did an interview. After the interview, I guess Bethany Frankel decided to hire NeNe, quote unquote, to be a part of a limited series podcast with the two of them. This is going to be on Bethany Frankel's platform. I previously uploaded a video sharing my thoughts and opinions. In a nutshell, I don't think it's a good idea for NeNe Leakes. It's not going to benefit her. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. Let's get into this Daily Mail article, okay? And the title reads, Vanity Fair is planning to release a deeply rooted investigation into Bravo's relationship with the Real Housewives franchise stars, okay? Now, a journalist from the publication has been interviewing cast members and sources close to the Real Housewives stars for around 6 months. This is as per page 6. The expose will be examining the highly demanding work lives of the stars, what they have to give up in terms of privacy and their image, mental health, and relationship with alcohol in order to keep their roles. Somebody is ready to talk, and I can't wait to read this, okay? The journalist is really going deep into what the women go through and what's expected of them as members of the cast and members of the quote-unquote Bravo family. This is what the source shared. So it comes after former Real Housewives of New York star Bethany Frankel, who's 52, recently vowed to expose the systemic rot behind the scenes of the hit programs. DailyMail.com has reached out to representatives for Vanity Fair and Bravo. All right. I guess they didn't hear anything back because there's no update to this article. I think it's going to explain a lot that fans don't really see or understand about how it really works. This is what the insider is saying. The expose is reportedly going to be released in the upcoming weeks, y'all. Now, this article was from last week. So this week, we should be getting this expose. Now, according to sources, the interviews will feature some stars reflecting on what they have given up to appear on the popular series. They will also address whether it has been worth it and how much control they feel they had in hindsight. The article will also delve into Bravo's protocols for dealing with the well-being of the stars and how effective they are. It comes after some of former Bravo stars have publicly complained about what's been expected of them while they were working with the network. Most recently, Bethany Frankel, revealed she is not taking legal action against Bravo or its parent company, NBC, for its alleged quote-unquote toxic environment on reality shows. The former Real Housewives of New York star took to her Instagram earlier this month to clarify her stance after she recently vowed to fully expose the systemic rot behind the scenes of the hit programs. I have not hired lawyers, nor am I suing. This is what she wrote on her Instagram, okay? So the article continues. Quoting Bethany, I have directed wronged talent and production members legal representation, and I am fighting for systemic change in a damaged institution. This is not only a reckoning within an industry, but one within myself. Frankel began the lengthy statement by reflecting on her time on the popular Bravo franchise, claiming that she succeeded by creating conflict and judgment with her female co-stars that she pretended to know. She said that she had now spent time with the women outside of production, grew to appreciate them, and wondered if the toxic environment designed for ratings had affected their relationships at the start of filming. To be successful in reality TV, you must kill or be killed. To not get dirty is to get fired. This is what Bethany Frankel explained. Someone is winning and someone is losing in this zero-sum game where people like myself get rich and the less strategic go broke or get canceled. Frankel said that she was quote unquote good at the game because she was broke and desperate and wanted it so badly. My one-liners and quick wit often at others' expense, shot me through the ranks of the toxic cesspool. The medium preys on the profits from the emotionally flawed and damaged. This medium preys on and profits from the emotionally flawed and damaged. The skinny girl mogul also claimed that she did not know what she signed up for when she joined the Real Housewives cast in 2008, but said that she would do it again to not be broke and afraid. All right. So that was her. This was her post on Instagram, a very lengthy post. So that was pretty much a summary. So the article goes on. However, Frankel received backlash for that part of the Instagram post and clarified it in a caption, writing, "Me saying I would do it again means I was scared and desperate. And that is what is exploited in all of us. I can explain it to you. I can't understand it for you. And I have no doubt about my feelings or actions about it. I know I'm correct." As for critics slamming Frankel for biting the hand that fed her, she hit back saying, "The hand deserves to be bitten." Meanwhile, former Housewives of Atlanta star Nene Leakes 55 previously claimed that she received a lot of unfair treatment as a black woman at Bravo. She sued Bravo, Andy Cohen, and NBC Universal in April 2022, claiming that she experienced systemic racism during her time on Real Housewives of Atlanta and that her complaints fell on deaf ears. By that August, however, she filed legal documents to formally toss out the case, along with all claims asserted in the lawsuit. Now, I knew that this was going to happen. I knew that once Nene talked about what she was going through, no one was going to care. No one was going to listen. People criticized her a lot. They may not have liked the way that she came out and expressed her dissatisfaction with her former employer. But she has every right to speak up for herself, right? When people are angry, they're hurt, and there's still a lot that we probably don't know. We may never know. You can't tell someone how angry to get, right? She recently stated on her YouTube channel that she just wants to sit down and have a conversation. And she also talked about that when she did an interview with Bethany Frankel. She just felt like, she was owed a conversation. She said Andy doesn't want to speak to her at all. She has not talked to him since, all this stuff hit the fan. Now here it is. Bethany Frankel has expressed similar complaints, right? And everyone is, championing for Bethany Frankel. Yes, she has a larger platform and she has means to, I guess, she has privilege. In a nutshell, that's pretty much what it is. Her privilege, and she is aware of that. Okay, she admitted to that. Her privilege allows her to be heard and taken more seriously by some. There are some people that are criticizing her as well, right? So, Bethany made it very clear that she's not suing Andy or Bravo or NBC Universal. However, she is using her resources, and anyone that needs any sort of legal assistance or advice, she is pointing them in that direction. So, it's just unfortunate that Nene pretty much is saying the same thing that a lot of these women are saying now, and now it's being taken, quote unquote, more seriously. That's America for you, right? Shifting gears slightly, okay, this is an article as per TMZ, all right? Bravo, sued by Butler. Real Housewives slapped my ASS and ripped my shirt, all right? This is just absolutely wild. This story is wild. So let's read this article. So Bravo allowed its Real Housewives stars to get way out of control, fueling them with booze and a party environment, which allegedly led to a man hired as a butler to be abused. Okay, in certain words we're gonna stray from saying, according to a lawsuit he's brought against the network. The guy, Marco Vega, says that he was hired on during season 2 of Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip as a butler at Dorinda Medley's Bluestone Mansion in Massachusetts. The cast visited in September 2021. Vega says that the women were drinking heavily, shots of bourbon and cocktails included. Okay, we know that them housewives could definitely throw back a lot of alcohol. Anyway, the article goes on. He says at one point, a woman came out to perform a striptease for the housewives, and once that stopped, show producers told him to, quote, go over and get the women dancing, end quote. In Vega's lawsuit obtained by TMZ, of course, he claims during the dancing, Phaedra Parks slapped him on the butt and Brandi Glanville ran over to him, pulled him over to her by the back of his shirt, and ripped it off, exposing his bare chest. Vega says that Glanville yelled, "Earn your money, Marco. Take your shirt off. Do something." Vega says after the wild party, he returned to his hotel and filled his wife in on the night. Vega claims that she was very upset, and the whole thing has caused him some serious marital issues. Marco is suing Bravo because he says the network has a pattern of encouraging the housewives to engage in sexually inappropriate behavior. He's not suing Brandi or Phaedra, okay? This is as per TMZ. Like I said, Vega's suing for sexual abuse and harassment and asking for damages, including punitives. Of course, TMZ said they reached out to Bravo for comment, and so far, no word back. Now, I remember with NeNe's lawsuit, she basically stated that Bravo allowed Kim's discrimination, okay, that's mildly putting it, to exist, and that made her uncomfortable. So NeNe wasn't suing Kim Zolciak, but she was suing the network for allowing Kim's discrimination to go unchecked, all right, creating, I guess, a hostile work environment. I think that's what she said in her lawsuit. But what is going on over there at Bravo? It seems like now Bethany has spoken up, and now everyone has issues. It's being rumored. I don't know how true this is, but it is being rumored. I see things circulating on social media that because, for instance, Real Housewives of Atlanta is going under construction, I guess, for lack of a better word, that there are some of the ladies who feel that they are discriminated against. And it's so interesting. When NeNe said it, a lot of people complained and said that NeNe is a crybaby. It was all good when she was living high off the hog. Now she's complaining. She should have just took the money and shut up. And now these very same women who I believe, this is my opinion, I believe that when NeNe spoke up, I believe that some of these women who were of the same hue as NeNe knew exactly what NeNe was talking about, witnessed it, if not experienced it themselves, but decided to stay quiet for the bag. And now it seems that these very same women, allegedly, could possibly be experiencing the same discrimination even more. Ain't that something? Here's what I want NeNe to do. Okay, I'm going to say this until I'm blue in the face. I want NeNe to distance herself from any and all things housewives. You've used it. It has solidified you in the reality TV space, and it's helped you garnered your celebrity status along with the Celebrity Apprentice. I don't want to see NeNe doing anything with Bethany Frankel, even if it's for a limited time, because it's on Bethany's platform. I understand that NeNe probably has to take what she can get, but I want NeNe to understand that her name still holds weight as it pertains to her supporters, the people who genuinely care about her, enjoy her, are entertained by her, and want to see her win. She may be blackballed, but I wholeheartedly believe that she definitely can make her mark in entertainment and do something that will benefit her in the long run. You being a part of everybody else's complaints and struggles and, suggestions and platforms is not necessarily going to benefit you in the long run. Because I recall when she went out on a limb and she spoke her truth, no one had her back. No one. No one was like, yeah, I'm sticking up for NeNe. I see this. They all turned their backs on her and left her out on a limb. And baby, you should have been taking those limbs and building your own house, girl. I understand she may not have any beef with Bethany. She may not even have any beef with any of the housewives. But I really think that she should let them fight their battles the same way she is still fighting hers. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes of this, if they're going to settle out of court, if this young man has a case and he's successful in moving forward with his lawsuit. If he has been made to feel uncomfortable, because the camera is only going to show us what they want us to see. So if he has wise legal counsel, and they end up settling, I wouldn't be surprised. So this will be interesting to see how this plays out. It's just a lot going on with these housewives with all of the franchises. So I'll be on the lookout with my nosy self to see what becomes of this. Now, Phaedra was named. Oh, Phaedra. I wonder how this is going to work out. This is just interesting. This is interesting. But the man said, he's not suing Phaedra and Brandi. He's actually suing Bravo for, again, creating a uncomfortable work environment. So if he's, can prove his case, then we'll see what ends up happening and if he will be awarded his punitive damages. You guys drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. How do you feel about Nene Leakes being on Bethany's platform for a limited time, doing a podcast on her platform? How do you feel about these accusations that are coming out about Bravo? How do you feel about Nene's accusations originally when she said that there were things going on with Bravo and NBC Universal? This is going to be interesting. Share your thoughts in the comments, y'all. All right, I love you for watching. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.